And sometimes this takes a second, everybody. Sometimes this takes an absolute second. That should work.
No, I've done this so many fucking times, and I think that I have the memory acumen of like an Illuminati person, like Jason Bourne or something like this, and I gotta go off top so many fucking times and everything, and to stay relevant and topical things. Since the topical, we're in Peoria. I apologize. What's wrong with us? Why did we end up here? I want to go out first because I wanted to do a good show for these people that came up from Brazil. They came from fucking Brazil and shit, and they got Sepultura and shit. Those guys will fuck around, they'll chop your fucking fingers off. If you fucking steal from them, they'll fuck around. They'll fuck around. I've been in prison 3 fucking times and shit with Pisces and Serenos and fucking Sinaloa Cartel and fucking everything. We don't like fucking norteños and shit because they don't show heart and shit. We don't like MS-13, they burn little kids and shit. We fucking run the fucking prisons. We run the prisons. I had $500 invested in a fucking prison narcotics business when I got out for the 3rd fucking time to smoke fucking fentanyl and other shit, but I can't talk about that. But it's good money and everything. It's untraceable. The dogs can't sniff it. It's off by one molecule, a hydrogen atom or something, so they can't do tests for it. They can't piss test you for it, or the drugs can't. There's nothing they can fucking do, and they smuggle it through and everything. And you get it's called dose, and you get like 2 hits, and it's synthetic marijuana and fentanyl mixed together and everything. I wrote a book on prison on this shit, like every single fucking day. It was a book about my struggle as a young adolescent man dealing with fucking fatherlessness and my family and drug abuse and ugly things that no man would ever say up on stage, but drug abuse. And fatherlessness, and alcoholism and everything, and just, whoremongers, your dad ran out, your mother was a whore, you didn't want to be there and everything, you want to motorcycles, be a fucking womanizer and shit, you don't want to fucking, you know what I mean? And then they raise you up in this cult up here in America and everything, they do this weird shit to you, like they circumcise you and shit, they remove your fucking like male foreskin and everything, and they'll do that, and then they'll make you watch a slow succession of fucking Walt Disney movies, one after the other, as an adolescent child and everything. And I don't want to call them like fucking like some kind of like pedo like boomer groomers or something, but that's fucking creepy. Like it's like Clockwork Orange and shit. You got your eyes strapped in and shit. And you gotta watch like Pocahontas and fucking Cinderella and shit. You call me Flower if you want, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, then you give me the internet, you keep like that. Well, it's like the society hates fucking men and everything, they don't want men around. I was talking about illegal immigration, Donald Trump, fuck that guy and everything that's going on, fuck taxes and everything. They're coming in there to at least speak a fucking language, man. I'm a cerveza, muchacho quebró. Okay, I ordered a cerveza, muchacho, I wanted like a draft beer prices, like $2, $3, American gringo money. Come on, you know what I mean? I don't want to pay this shit, you know what I mean? But, it's overpriced and everything. This country, it's good, I understand it and everything. Donald Trump, he says, we love our Hispanics. He says, he curls his lip. We love our Hispanics. And then he's going to bring in over 100,000 fucking Jeeps from fucking Indonesia with H-1B visas and take up all their STEM jobs and everything. And we got white population decline and everything going on in this country and everything. But we don't have houses sitting empty. And why is that? Because they're moving foreigners so fast in this country. As soon as those white people can't pay our bills, they're moving some foreigners into our fucking country and everything. But we are cast as the Aryan race and everything. And don't call me a white nationalist or white supremacist or anything. I'm a white enthusiast and everything. But I'll tell you what and everything. It's funny because we're tasked with the most difficult fucking project on, be polite about it. I don't want to offend you, but we're slowly being exterminated and marched out of our own communities and everything, and Jewish, fucking, usury and everything. Jesus and John F. Kennedy and fucking Adolf Hitler warned everything about, everything that's happening. We're being marched off of our property. We're supposed to be polite about it, so I want to be polite. I don't want to offend anybody today. I just want to be saying that we're slowly being eradicated. We don't want to offend anybody. As Caucasians and everything, I'm a heavily Caucasian person up here up on stage. I want to make fun of my prison record. I grew up with computers. I was 10 years old and everything. I was groomed. All kinds of horrible shit happened to me. But the funny thing is, right now I got like 10 seconds. I got to get off and everything. We had this time together on this earth and everything that we can solve all our problems if we stop paying taxes or something. Fuck taxes. Fuck the Zionists and everything. Long live Palestine. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.
Boston Tea Party, here we go!
Give it up for Dustin and what he said or something.
Yeah.